don't bring an umbrella. Leave those at home. They'll take them from you right at the gate.
Now, fire officials say that they got that call around 8:40 tonight.
Police then saw a trail of blood leading to this grassy area right here behind me.
In their meeting today, the curators didn't just talk about athletics. They also approved a new $26.5 million dorm on the MU campus.
Firefighters took some belongings out of the house, but the fire spread so fast that the homeowner said he wasn't able to get anything out of the house. The school will hold a grand opening ribbon cutting event this Sunday from 3 to 5, but classes don't start for Latham students until September 4th.
Firefighters started the day extinguishing a garage fire at this Columbia home. Firefighters fought the fire for about 2 hours and say that fire caused about $25,000 in damages. But just 2 hours later,
after turning the home back over to the homeowner, about 2 hours later, we returned to the scene after occupants and neighbors reported smoke and fire from the roof of the home.
Although the two fires happened so close together, firefighters aren't sure if they are related.
The fire investigators haven't had a chance to get in there and look at it. So I want to make that assumption that it jumped.
The second fire caused extensive damage to the house. Large portions of roofing were completely gone after firefighters extinguished the second fire. Since the fire took place in the attic, firefighters fought the flames from the ground and ladders to make sure it was completely out. The homeowner says the fire spread so fast, he couldn't salvage anything in the house. While firefighters worked to put the fire out, they tried to get as many possessions out of the home as possible. Stacy Kafka, KOMU 8 News, Columbia. People from not only mid-Missouri, but other parts of the state and country came to Herman this weekend for the 33rd annual Wurstfest. The festival featured a sausage-making competition for both professionals and amateurs.
We had record competition yesterday with 274 individual entries. We had 20 sausage houses from Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana competing. And then we had nearly 50 contestants in the amateur division.
Those winning sausages were on display today. People attending the festival could also taste a number of the winning vendors' sausages. German music and dancing could also be found at one of the many festival locations. Not only did the German food draw the crowd, but some Missourians came to the festival just for the Wiener Dog Derby.
We drove straight here, and myself and the kids, and this is where we've been all afternoon.
The event holds true to the tradition started years ago, but the festival is much larger today than it was when it first started.
Through the years, it's developed and grown tremendously. So a lot of German music, German dancers, the whole flavor of Herman comes out.
Event organizers say today's beautiful weather helped draw the large crowds to the many events. Stacy Kafka, KOMU 8 News, Herman. Horse breeders in Cooper County breed and raise Clydesdale horses for Anheuser-Busch. Workers raise and wean the horses from birth, but once they turn 3,
We'll go into our mare herd if they're a female, and when and if they're a male, they'll go into start into training on our hitches.
By the time they reach adulthood, these horses will be 6 feet tall at the shoulders and weigh 1 ton. And although these horses grow up in mid-Missouri, they tour the country and appear in parades and other major events.
They travel with 3 tractor trailers and a passenger van, 10 horses, a Dalmatian, and 7 handlers.
This ranch right here in Cooper County is home to about 100 Clydesdale horses. This breeding season, they expect about 35 to 40 baby Clydesdales.
With that high number of expectant mothers, ranch workers install alarm devices that go off when the mare begins giving birth.
Be there right when that foal starts coming out, so it's the best time in the world to be able to get in there and switch it.
And that action will take place a lot this spring as a lot of new Clydesdales come into the world right here in mid-Missouri. Stacy Kafka, KOMU 8 News, Cooper County.